Hey everyone, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with a review of a really large TV. This is the Hisense Roku TV 4K R6 series, and so you can see it comes in an extremely substantial box. Yada yada yada. The whole reason we're buying this TV, or bought this TV, is to upgrade our living room TV, which is currently a 55 inch. We're going up to a 75 inch. And got this for just $698. It is amazing what you can get price-wise on TV. So I'm going to unbox this thing because there's no way I'm going to be able to show that on camera because of the size of this thing. When I unbox, be right back. Okay, folks, I've unboxed this beast, but before I really get started, let's take a look at the ports because everyone is interested in those. On the, the right side of the TV, at least, if you're facing the TV, it's going to be on your right. We have the power cord, which is removable, by the way, which is appreciated. And then, of course, TV engineer logic. We have all your inputs and outputs on the other side. There's your, let's see what we got here. Looks like we got our digital optical out, which is how I'll be hooking that up to how I'll be hooking this TV up to a receiver. Because we'll talk about the speakers here in a bit. We got a standard composite input, so you can hook up your old standard definition stuff to this. And here on the side, we've got let's turn on the light here for you. See a little bit better. We've got an Ethernet port if you want to use wired networking. 3 HDMI's. One has an audio return channel that has your antenna input for local stations and USB power, and it will provide looks like DC 5 volts, 0.5 amps max. So there you go. That's the ports. On to the next part of this. Okay, folks, what we're looking at here is the screensaver that kicks on after the TV is idle for a few minutes, which I guess is nice. Prevents image burn-in. One fantastic thing about this is this is actually, full disclosure, my second one of these TVs. I bought these TVs at Wal-Mart just in case anyone cares. The first one, when I brought it home, it had a big yellow or orange spot here in the middle, whereas on this TV, and you can see it if you were looking at black background, but here this TV appears to be completely fine. Yeah, there is uneven backlight on this, but that is basically a symptom of most of these LED TVs, so not much you can do about that, but yeah, there you go. I'm just thankful to say that this one is not defective out of the box. So that's good. Okay. So a lot of things that people say is, oh, I don't have a smart TV. Don't hook, it has all sorts of security issues, blah, 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 blah. Well, you can use this just as a, quote, dumb TV if you really want to. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate that for you real quick. We're just going to run through the setup real fast. We're just going to hit English. And we're just going to go, and I'm just going to skip connecting to the internet. And we're just going to say everything's plugged in. And, yeah, we'll just say nothing, nothing, nothing. We have nothing on any. Yeah, I don't have anything plugged in. So basically, you can set this up as a real basic kind of thing. And there you go. It's ready to go out of the box pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and hook up a device to the HDMI one just to make sure that after you set it up that way, you can use it just, as a dumb TV. So be right back in a second, guys. What actually looks like the TV detected me hooking up an HDMI device as soon as I powered it on. So I'm just going to hit that. And we're going to select that input. And here we go. Let's turn that down a little bit. And this is my SNES Classic Edition because it was just a quick, easy device I had sitting around for this. angle the camera just a bit better so you guys can see the whole screen, or as much of the screen as possible, right? There we go. Let's move back just a little bit more. There we go. And yeah, that's basically it. If you guys want to see a little bit of gameplay, we can do that real fast. I literally just turned this TV on. I haven't enabled game mode or anything of that nature. Let's go ahead and test the responsiveness of this in a game. So without game mode, we'll see if it makes any difference. I may not be good enough at these games to tell a difference, so just warning you now. All right, let's go ahead and let's get back to just do Super Mario World, since a lot of people are familiar with that game. So let's see if there's any lag or anything. It seems pretty instantaneous, the controller response to the buttons. The speed does seem a little off, so I'm going to go ahead and engage game mode on this thing. So go into picture settings here, and let's turn on game mode. We're going to turn the motion enhancement off and game mode on. So there we go, and let's see if that makes any difference. Does seem to help out a little bit. So there you go. Game performance seems fairly decent on this TV. I'm not a pro gamer though, so I can't tell you exactly how it is, but it feels pretty good. No real complaints here. So that's it. You see that the basic setup works just fine. One thing I will do, I do have one complaint about this TV, but it's kind of a universal complaint with all recent TVs for the most part. The speakers on this are pretty bad. So you'll definitely want to plug in a sound bar, hook it up to a receiver or something. You're definitely going to want to upgrade the sound because as is, it's just not that good. So anyway, that's it for the basic setup. I'm going to go ahead and pause real quick. And I'm actually going to hook this up to, I'm going to use this as it's intended. I'm going to hook it up to the internet, download the software updates, hook in my Netflix, all that stuff. Of course, I'm going to do all that off camera. But so that way you guys can see this TV, how it's actually intended to function. But I just wanted to show off, yes, you most certainly can use this as a dumb TV. So see you guys in a little bit. Real quick. And here's some 16:9 content. That is definitely high def, you know, and looks really great on this TV, I think. Absolutely fantastic. Looks really nice. And yeah, I couldn't be more pleased with this. Let's go ahead and just for fun, we'll turn that motion enhancement back on. I'll just keep playing it, and then we'll just so I can show, you can see the yeah, that's my fault. Go back to the picture settings. Which is what this is out of the box. So, and there's that soap opera effect back. So yeah, that's it. Give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and pause again, and we're actually gonna look at some verified 4K content on this TV. Be right back, guys. Okay, folks, so here we are watching some bona fide 4K content on YouTube. And I did futz with the picture settings a bit, put it on vivid, turned off motion enhancement. I tried to kind of make this as good as I could, right? And honestly, the picture quality is absolutely stunning. I do notice, though, there is some slight stuttering, but I know that
4K content on YouTube can be quite demanding, so it's not perfect playback on this. But I did watch another 4K piece of content that did not stutter at all. That was actually from basically The Dark Knight on here, and I don't want to play that because gosh only knows if I'll get hit with some copyright crap or not. So I'm going to go ahead and we're actually going to take this down to 1080p and see how much different it looks on the TV, if at all. So let's get out of that. And even at 1080p, it looks absolutely fantastic. It's not quite as detailed. Yes, you can. Wow, I can't actually tell a difference between 4K and 1080 on this thing. That's pretty impressive. So, we'll go back to 4K just to see how much crisper those roofs look. Yeah, there's definitely a difference between 1080 and 4K, and I think a big part of the reason I can see the difference is I'm only a couple of feet away from the TV. I don't know how visible the difference will be sitting on the couch, going between those two things. But I'm going to go ahead and just take this down to 480p just so we can see kind of what standard def stuff looks like on this TV. And yeah, it is definitely a pretty big quality dip, but it still kind of represents the content really well, even with standard def. It's not horribly bad, but you can definitely see the quality reduction. So overall, so far, my out-of-the-box impressions of this TV are fairly positive. I will go ahead and come back. I guess what I have to do now is actually set this TV up, use it as my main television, because I haven't done that yet. All I've done is take it out of the box and kind of do some of the initial setup. So I've got some work ahead of me, folks. I got to construct the TV stand. There's a whole lot of stuff I got to do. So I will be back in a while to kind of give you some thoughts on this after I live with the TV for a while. So it might be a couple weeks before I record the next part. But I will see you guys in a bit.
Okay, folks, I have had a lot of time to kind of live with this TV now and watch a lot of different content on it. And what amazed me the most about this TV, truthfully, is just how good all content looks on it. I watched, the lowest res stuff that I watched was a DVD, right? Playing on my PS4, and the DVD looked absolutely fabulous at normal viewing distances. Then, of course, the more high definition the content got, the better it looked. I can tell you that gaming on this machine is really good. When you engage gaming mode, there seems to be no lag. I tried a number of game systems and games on it. They all worked perfectly fine. No issues there. My only complaints about the TV really are kind of universal. Well, there is one complaint specific to this TV, but my complaints are more generalized towards modern TVs anyway. I don't love the fact that it has, a reflective screen on it, but pretty much all new TVs now have reflective screens. So it is what it is. You're not going to get away from that. And of course, like I said, the speakers, built-in speakers are rather poor, but pretty much all modern TVs have really poor built-in speakers, and that is easily overcome if you connect this thing up to a sound bar and or a receiver. That will greatly enhance the viewing experience when you get decent audio in there. And what we're actually looking at in this frame is two TVs, and the reason I decided to show off both of the TVs in this shot is the fact that to your right is the TV that we were previously using in this room that's going to be going into kind of my wife's hobby room. It's a 55-inch, right? So that was previously the biggest TV we had in the house. And as you can see, it's on a TV stand that's elevated far above, off of the stand. Whereas the 75-inch is sitting on a lower stand It's not elevated, and it's almost as tall as the 55 inch. It's just a colossal size difference. 20 inches really makes a giant difference. And this is the first TV I've ever had where like characters in movies or whatever are basically more or less true to life size. Of course, I'm talking about human scale. We talk about other things then, obviously not so much, but humans are pretty much to scale 1-to-1 on the screen. It's absolutely amazing. It's really something to see. It's definitely when you get a TV this large, it really becomes a spectacle and kind of a centerpiece. That takes up a large portion of your viewing. Your viewing capability, I guess. It just takes up a lot of your viewing angle, and we're pretty far back from the TV right now for me to be able to fit both the new TV and the TV it was replacing into the same frame. Right now I'd say we're probably at least 8 or 9 feet away. Let's move into a more normal viewing distance here at about. This is about 6 feet, and as you can see, it takes up much more of the frame. I can definitely tell you, moving closer to it in person, it definitely looks a lot bigger. So just things to keep in mind, and it really is absolutely amazing that you can get a 4K television now, 75 inches, mind you, for $698, but we'll just call it even $700. Absolutely amazing. So that is pretty much it. I would definitely recommend getting this TV. Oh, I did forget the one complaint specific to this TV. I do believe it has a slow processor in it, which explains some lag on some YouTube 4K videos, because I know YouTube 4K, for some reason, has a higher processing requirement than basically other, other 4K standards for whatever reason. And it can stutter and be a little bit slow with that. But I'm going to go ahead and hit the home button. You'll see just how responsive it goes right back to. It's going to go back to the home screen. Yeah, you got a delay of a few seconds, but it's nothing too bad. Let's try going into a different app real quick here. We'll do Redbox. And you'll see it'll run pretty quick. It'll load up. Is it lightning fast? No. But it's decent, right? It's not a really bad experience. We'll just go to we'll just start some random movie here. Yeah, sure. And we'll see how long the movie takes to start. Of course, we're getting some ads first, but whatever. It's still a decently quick enough experience. It's definitely not bad, So there you go, and then I'll hit the home button, and we'll instantly basically go back to the home screen. So overall, I most definitely would recommend this TV. There's nothing about this TV that's making me say, oh, you really maybe shouldn't get it, or you should really think about it. No, it's a really good TV, especially considering the cost. It's amazing. So that is basically it. I just wanted to do this review. I hope this helps some of you guys out. That's basically it. I hope you guys like this. As always, if you like this, do all the normal stuff, thumbs up, down, comment, all that. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Live long and prosper. Keep on rocking. See you in the next one.